Hello, beautiful friends and book lovers. I hope that you're all doing well. I am in the best mood. And if you are also a Midwesterner, then you know that first day after the very long winter that you get to open your windows and just get a fresh breeze, some fresh air in your house. It just changes your whole mood. Really lightens everything up. It is going to be a high of 66 here today in the Chicagoland area, so I am super excited. Our baby is sleeping. I am filming my February wrap up and then going on a nice walk. I'm also trying to angle my camera a little differently this month. If you've noticed in my last couple of videos, I don't know what the heck is going on. And if you're someone that's like techie or knows what's happening, please just leave in the comments below. But I don't know what it is. My videos look fine on my iPhone. I record with my iPhone. My videos look fine here. And then the minute I download them from my iCloud to my computer, they're like super white. That's like when you watch my video, it looks like I edit it like a very whitish, sepia kind of tone. I don't know how to explain it. It looks like I'm putting a filter on my videos. I have no idea. My phone has never done this before. I do have a new phone, a new iPhone. So maybe that's why. I literally don't know what's going on. I'm obviously filming in daylight, so I'm not using my ring light today. I was thinking maybe because my phone's newer, it's trying to correct the light on its own. So when I have my ring light on, it's just this backlash light. I have no idea. That's my theory, but hopefully the lighting in this video today is okay. But I am going to tell you all about the 4 books that I read in February. In the month of January, I read 6. I'll link that wrap up here for you. I also have my windows open, like I said, so you're probably going to be hearing some things picking up in the audio because everybody is out and about. And in February, I only read 4 books, which I was like, oh, okay. There was one thriller that I literally just finished. I'm filming this on March 5th. So I just finished my first book of March, and I thought I was going to finish that in February, but I didn't quite get to it. It was a pretty busy month. But I will tell you all about the 4 fabulous books I read in the month of February. If you're new here, you can connect with me on Goodreads and Instagram. It's just it's the same handle as this, just at Heather's Book Review. So I'm thinking, yes, despite only having 4 books, they were all really good, all over 4 stars. Now, if you have been here for a minute, actually, no, if you've been here just since the beginning of 2002, oh my God, 2022 words, then you know I have yet to have a 5-star book or 5-star read. Did I find a 5-star read in February? No. I'm hopeful that a book that I'm currently reading right now for March will be a 5-star because it is a thriller and it has started off insanely gripping. But I still had all 4 of my books all over 4 stars. So let's just get into the lowest. Wait. Am I crazy? I am crazy. 3 of the mentioned 4 books were 4 stars. My worst read, I don't know what the heck I was thinking all of them were 4. No. I read One to Watch by Kate Stayman London. I did this with a buddy, or I read this in a buddy read, and I was so fucking excited for this book. Literally so excited, okay? Sorry, my neighbor's out and I've literally never seen them before. I didn't even know they existed because they're always in their house. Plus, it's been winter, so yeah, but of course I'm over here creeping now. I was super, just wanting everything for this book, and this book frustrated me beyond no end. I do have a full review written, a literal 2-page document, size 10 font, single space, of how much I don't want to say hate, that's really harsh. This book just it was not it, folks. It was not it. I ended up giving it a 2.5 stars. So on my rating scale, I have to give this one a decent but flawed. And as you can see on my rating scale, it's not great. It is tier 2 out of tier 4, okay? So yeah, wasn't just, there was a lot of things that like I really loved our main character in this book, B, and I loved everything that she stood for, as I think you're supposed to while reading this book. But like everything else that happens in this book sucks. And I love watching The Bachelor. I love shit reality TV. I honestly do. I'm a huge Love Island fan. I love all that kind of stuff. So like a book with a bachelorette premise and someone that is curvy, like I'm here for it. But then like everything else just fell flat, and there were so many situations in this book where I was just like super pissed off. Let me know if you guys want me to film that 2-page, 10 size font, single space document review. If you want the tea, let me know. The second book I read in the month of February was Finley, Donovan Knocks 'Em Dead. This was a 4.5 stars for me. This is a go get this book now on my rating scale. In January, I read Finley Donovan is Killing It. Loved it. That was in my January TBR as well. I loved this one even more than the first. And like, I can't really say a whole ton because it is a sequel, but it is a murder mystery series that is humorous. And like, when do we ever get that in the murder, like thriller genre? Literally never. And the main character is amazing. Finley is so funny. There are just like, I appreciated the humor in this series even more in the sequel. And it's almost kind of like, I feel like I knew what I was getting into while picking up the sequel, which by the way, I actually got this from the publisher on NetGalley, which was a really nice treat. So I listened to this audiobook because I personally requested it. So that was awesome. That's actually the reason that I even started the series was because I was granted the second book, and I was like, that means I got to read the first. Thank God I did that, because these are two of the best books I have read so far this year. But if you're looking for an amazing protagonist, a funny murder mystery that like the sequel, in my opinion, is even better, like how rare is that? You should really pick these books up. Just an FYI, I will have all of these books linked in the description box for you if you're interested. The third book that I read was my book of the month thriller choice, which I promised to myself and to you guys that my goal was going to be to read the thriller choice that Book of the Month is promoting for that month. So in February, they promoted The Golden Couple. Big surprise here because it is Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen, which that's me being sarcastic. They are a duo author pair that is huge in the thriller genre. And I've actually already posted my full review for this book. I will link it up here. But I really ended up liking this. I'm giving it a 4.5 stars, a go get this book now, because, just hear me out. And I already have the full review, so I'm not gonna like really waste a whole ton of time rehashing all of my thoughts here. But just know this book takes about like 80 to 100 pages to get into. And I've seen some of my favorite booktubers on here like not finishing this book because that's a deal breaker for them, and I get it. I typically too am like, if I cannot get into a book by page like 75, 80, like I'm out. But I didn't do that with this one because I vowed that I'm gonna read these. I vowed that I would read the thriller for Book of the Month. So that's just a me thing, but I wanted to personally follow through with that. Thank God that that was my goal, because I don't think I would have like finished this. But it picks up, like once you get to like 80 to 100, the last like 230 pages like fly by. I'm not kidding, they fly by. So I really ended up enjoying it. I'm not gonna lie though, I was super pissed off. Like as I was starting to read it, I was like, are you like, come on, this is so boring. Like what the heck? Then, like I just said, force myself to finish it, or force myself to keep going. And then I wasn't forcing myself to do anything at that point because I really enjoyed it. You guys, the last book I read in February was a romance. Oh, I read one to watch because it was February, Valentine's Day, month of love. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna filter this in, weave it in between my murder mysteries and my thrillers. And then I was on NetGalley again, and requested another audiobook. You guys know I love my audiobooks. Typically, I go through Audible, which is a subscription that I personally pay for, Amazon Audible. I'll link it down below if you're interested in audiobooks. I freaking love that. I love audiobooks, and now that I'm a mom and I'm also back to work, I don't have a whole ton of time to read at night, so putting on an audiobook is just the best. But anyways, I requested A Brush of Love by Maisie Eddings, I think. This book, I don't read a whole lot of romance. If you're new here, I do not read a whole lot of romance. Just not really my thing. Unless it's A Court of Thorns and Roses, Maurice, my boy. I don't really read a whole other ton of romance. I requested this because I was like, I would love an audiobook, and Macmillan is amazing, and they have granted me an audiobook before in the past, so I was like, maybe they'll be generous and give me this one. Guys, it is a go get this book now. I'm not even kidding. It is a go get this book now. It is such a great story and like such an amazing romance, and I just love, it is a double point of view. Our main character, our girl, Harper, and then the boy that she's kind of having a thing with. She's a dental student who suffers from GAD, which is generalized anxiety disorder. And personally, I never talk about this on my channel, but I could really relate to her because I also was diagnosed with GAD when I was 18. And I still have it, but it's gotten a lot better. But like this book has, like, even in the beginning, there's a little like trigger warning page of like, if you suffer from anxiety or panic attacks, like, you know, like go into this, like knowing that, that there's a lot of like prevalent scenes with that in this book. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I've ever read a book with a character with GAD before. And I was like, I would love to see how an author portrays general anxiety disorder because I have it. And, yeah, and she did a great job. I actually like really, not that she's gonna like, she may not even read my message, but I want to message her on Instagram, the author, and just be like, you did a really good job with portraying Harper and just like the struggles of having like panic attacks and everything, and just how anxiety can literally be so gripping. But anyways, personal note aside, and getting into the different part of the book, it is an adorable romance, and there are like some heavy parts, and there's just, the book has a lot jammed into it, but like not in a bad way. It was a great listen. I'm so thankful for Macmillan for giving me the arc to listen to, because I just wanted to read more romance after that. So that is, I don't know if I said, but I gave that a 4.5 stars, 4.5. Really good. So overall, besides this, I had a really good reading month for February. Yeah, and March, ooh, pun intended. I feel like I'm going to be lucky this month and might get my first 5-star read of 2022. Anyways, my beautiful friends and book lovers, I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.